Hello, sixth graders. We are looking at writing and solving equations. This is from 1-7 in our textbook, and our learning target today is I can write and solve equations using mental math. Well, we know an algebraic equation from last lesson involves letters and numbers and an equal sign. So that's what an algebraic equation would look like. You can write related facts using addition and subtraction. So 7 plus 6 is 13, but you could also write that using your answer as a part of the problem. So 13 minus 6 equals 7, so now kind of working backwards. And you can do the same thing with multiplication and division. So 3 times 4 equals 12, 12 being your answer, so now you can go backwards and say 12 divided by 4 equals 3. More vocab for you. A solution of an equation is a numerical value for the variable that makes the sentence true. So if we were to look at an algebraic equation, okay, the solution would be whatever it is that makes that true. So a fun fact for you, an equation that contains a variable is neither true nor false until the variable is replaced with a number. Okay. Now, solving an equation is the same as the process of finding a solution. So finding the answer that would make it true. Inverse operations, okay, those help solve the unknown. Inverse being like the opposite operation. So for this one, addition, the inverse would be subtraction. Multiplication, the inverse would be division, and that's going actually both directions. So the inverse of division is multiplication. Okay, and that is what it says in these two spots. Okay, so. All right, here are the steps for solving an equation mentally. Mentally meaning it's all in your head without actually writing anything down. So first we write the equation, then plug in what you know for the variable, and check your solution by simplifying each side of the expression to see if it's true. So here's our our equation. It's got an equal sign. 18 equals 14 plus x. Well, I know that if I do 14 plus 4, well, 14 plus 4 is 18. So therefore, both sides are 18, so x equals 4. Okay, so that is how we solve them mentally. So p minus 5 equals 20. So what number minus 5 would get us 20? Well, I know 25 minus 5 equals 20. Let's check. 25 minus 5, 20. Yep, so p equals 5. Okay, next one. 8 is equal to some number divided by 3. So what number divided by 3 would get me 8? Well, I know 24 would. So 24 divided by 3. Check, so y equals 8. Okay, 7 times h equals 56. So think to yourself, I know that 7 times 8 equals 56. So therefore, h equals 8. So that is how you solve them mentally. Okay, some steps here for writing an equation when given a word problem. So now we're given a word problem, we have to write the equation. Okay. So choosing a letter to replace an unknown quantity is called defining the variable. So there's some vocab, that we want to make sure to write down. So the steps for this, define the variable, write an equation, and then solve for your variable. So John has 16 video games. This is 5 less than Chelsea has. How many video games does Chelsea have? Well, first define the variable. So C is going to be Chelsea's video games. That's what we're trying to find. We want to know how many she has. Okay. Now let's write an equation. So we know that John has 16. Okay. And that is 5 less than Chelsea has. So Chelsea minus 5 is going to give me 16. Now, the third step, solve for the variable using your mental math. What number minus 5 would give me 16? Well, I know that that would be 21. So 21 minus 5, 16 equals 16. Check. So Chelsea, or C, equals, 21. So Chelsea has 21 video games. Okay, try this one on your own. Aaron buys a movie, popcorn, and a soda for the total cost of $6.25. What is the cost of the popcorn if the movie and soda cost $4.70 together? So first step, define the variable. What is it that we want to know? We want to know the cost of popcorn. Okay, now we write an equation. So the cost of popcorn is what we're trying to find. And we know, let's go back. We know that total, they spent $6.25 on the popcorn, movie, and soda. And then we know that the soda and the movie were $4.70. Plus, since we're looking at total, we are adding in the price of the popcorn to figure out what that would be. Okay? Now we want to solve for P for our popcorn. So let's think. What would I have to add to $4.70 to get me to $6.25? Well, I know if I add 30 cents, that'll get me to $5. And then from 5 to $6.25 is another $1.25. So that would be $1.55. So P equals $1.55. So the price of popcorn is $1.55. All right, you can go back and rewatch any parts of the video that you're still stuck on. Look in your book or the online tutor videos. Otherwise, head on over and take the 1-7 NICU.